Itai, this is Bobby Pontius here. Just looking over your stuff. Great stuff, man. I really dig this character. He's really cool. I like the simple shapes. I like the thicks and thins, um, and it's a really interesting, cool, creative design. So thanks for sharing it with us, man. I mean, I'm just gonna kind of go over it and what it's this is more of a we're gonna try to find ways that we could take your design, which is already great, and make it better, um, and make it more clear or make it more appealing. And again, this is just sort of my point of view. Doesn't mean anything is right or that I have all the answers, but it's just a matter of like if I was looking at this, kind of what I would do to take your design and hopefully um, take it to a level where it's just a little more clear, a little more solid of a design. But what you've got already is great, man. Oh yeah, so let's get into it. Let's see. The first thing that I saw here is I love these the variety of shape that you have, right? So I would love if you showcased it a little more. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna emphasize this sort of great shape that you have going on here, right? That's great. That's awesome. And the way I'm going to emphasize that is I'm going to clear everything out in silhouette. So I'm going to take this arm and then just get it so that it's out here. Bring it out, pose wise. Yeah. See this here? Got another great shape going here, right? And you want to showcase that here by bringing it out. By bringing this out here, it sort of stages that, so it makes a stronger statement. Let's see, where's that? Yeah, see that? It just sort of that's that whole animation thing where if you silhouette if you want to get to a place where your posing is such that if you darken it in, so you darken all this in, it still reads, right? Still reads, and you sort of got this strong arc here. Whereas if you darkened in what you have now, put no layers. So, excuse me. So if you darken in what you have now, kind of the shape is sort of unclear, and it's a little bit muddy, but if you have something like this, then you get everything out, and you're showcasing your shapes, which as a designer, you always kind of want to make your make your shapes read and make statements with your shapes. The next thing I would do is I would try to play with a pose so that you see you got this like nice bend here. Got this nice that shape there. That's great. I would love if you can emphasize that a little more. Like that. Just make that statement of there is a rock here. He did take a step and it's boom, right on it, boom, like right there. We have now a little bit the shapes. I know this is a 3D model, so you could only do so much with the shape here, but you kind of we got this thing going on here. I think it could be stronger and feel more solid if you get those. You got like a curve right now, but if you get those straights in there, like boom, boom, something like that, makes more of a statement. Use my, there's it. Yeah, see that? You feel that? And then I would love if you, with the other leg, you had something where like this is bent, so this is straight. Like that. So you have this like contrast of like he stepped up straight, and this makes for a stronger gesture and it makes for a stronger design. You kind of have that, you know what I mean? So I would love that because right now I think it's a little bit it's unclear like what the leg is doing, but if you made it like had that go boom, lead your eye right to his face here, that straight here, you know what I mean? Lead your eye right to it. You always want to be, you know, anything you can do, this line here, right? Always want to direct the viewer's eye. I feel like this is great. I love this shape that you've gotten here. Very bold, very cool. Very cool. I feel like this arm, design-wise, is great. I love overall what you're doing here with the thicks and thins. Really thin, really thick. I love that. I wonder if there's some way to stage it better so it feels like powerful. Like if he'd, what is it? It's either, when I look at it, I'm thinking out loud here. I don't know if I have the answers, but fist, boom, something like that, or just like straight. I don't know, like straight and fingers, boom, something like that. Something. He just planted a flag. I feel like it should be an iconic pose of, you know, planting that flag. And if you have him leaning, you have this shape going on. Sorry, this shape going on, which overall makes like a better statement than this. It's kind of like that, you know? But if you have something where it's like that, you got that straight, might be a little more, it might make a little more of a stronger image from a graphic point of view. I mean, but that's just a suggestion. I'm not, you'd have to play around with it, I guess, and what you wanted this hand to do. Let's see. But yeah, something, and however way you do it, I don't know what kind of articulation you have on these fingers, but however you do it, I would have them, if this was the pole, I would have them wrap around. Does that make sense? Let me try it again with a thinner pull. Like make boom statement here. And I hope that's clear. Like it's just kind of taking this idea, having really gripping kind of thing. You know what I mean? So let's see what else. But yeah, I think that's all. You know, I mean, I feel like it's just pose things. I feel like your design is cool already. And my suggestions are just like, those shapes are so cool that you came up with. My feedback all has to do with just showcasing those a little better. You know, making those statements. Still unsure about that arm, but I don't know what it is, man. I'm sure you'll figure it out, because, you know, some cool stuff going on here. I'm gonna get rid of that. But yeah, so yeah, man. Thanks again for entering your design here. This looks like it was a lot of work, and we really appreciate it. But yeah, all good stuff, man. So thanks again, Itai. Have a good night, and take care, buddy.